Okay, welcome to Grow New Plants. Today I'm going to propagate some basil. This is some cuttings off of some basil that I actually took from cuttings last year. And I kept them inside all winter under my grow lights, and you can see they got really long and langly. They actually grew through the shelves on my grow lights to the point I had to cut them to get them out. And I've got a couple other here, just little plants that I also saved that aren't quite as healthy looking. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get as many cuttings as I can on these, and then I'm going to put them. These are just little test tube, plastic test tube things that I use. This little thing that I built and set up with these 1-inch holes in there, put these test tubes in here, and then I use these just to do water starts. So I'll take these cuttings, put them in water. Probably within a week to 2 weeks, they'll start growing roots, and then I'll move them into some of my Rootmaker pots. So I'm going to reset up my camera and everything, and then we'll get started cutting these things and putting them in the water. Okay, I'm just going to use a regular pair of scissors here. And I'm gonna start taking these seed heads off because I don't want the seed heads in there. I'll take that one off there. And then what I'm looking for is 2 nodes with some leaves. I think that one right there will actually be all right. I'm gonna take that one right there. Hopefully you can see this good. So I'm going to take these 2 leaves here off. And you just want a few leaves still left on the top. That one's going to be kind of short, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to leave that leaf right there, and I got this node down here, and this node here is where it'll start growing roots from. So that one's a little bit small, but I'm hoping I can get 20 something of these things. I got 21 tubes, so I'm hoping I can get 21 plants out of them. So we're going to see what happens. Like I said, some of these are going to be a little shorter off the tops, and I'm just doing that to try and maximize the most that I can get off these things. That one's going to be really small, but if I end up with extra, I'll replace that one. We start getting into some of these bigger ones here. So I can take this node here, go just below it, cut that little leaf off, and then go just above that node. I'll let that one in. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that leaf there off. You just want some leaf left on these things because it's got to have a little bit of leaf going to get photosynthesis on the thing. So I'm going to do that. I'll take this one. I'll lose a lot on that one. This will be a long one, but it's still got that good leaf on top. And then we still got our node here to go down in the water. Let's see what else I can get out of these. Now these other leaves, the leaves that I'm cutting off of these things, I'm going to save them, and I'll actually use those. So that one has no node on it, so I can't really use it. I wish I had more plants to cut from, but I don't. So we'll take this one here. I'm going to cut this seed head off the top here. Cut that. Well, I got that one, so I just got one little leaf left on that one. And as I grow these things out, I'm going to put them in my under my grow light setup. So that one here. That'll be good right there. Pinch the rest of that off. That's a good one there. So that one, I'll take these 2 sets of leaves, and I'll go ahead and take off those. That's a perfect little cutting right there. Wish I could get them all like that, but got to make do with what I have. So I think I can get one there. It's kind of a crazy stem there, the way that one's growing, but so we'll take that one like that, put it in there. Let's see what we got going here. Shorten these up just a little bit, see what I have. Okay, so I can go here here. Yeah, just gonna go with that. Take these leaves here off. Take that big leaf there off. So that'll be a good one there. Put that in there. I did a bunch of these last year and I had really good success with them. Like I said, all of these were from one plant. Off there. That's a good one right there. Got one leaf and the node right there to grow. Cut that just a little bit closer to that node. Let's see. We got that one's going to be kind of iffy. It's got one leaf. That leaf doesn't look real good, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. We'll see at the end of this if I have more than what I need, then I'll. All right, now this is a really stemmy part. I've never done one with that big of a part of the plants, but I'm going to see how it does too. That's a big stem. I'm going to pinch a few of those leaves off. That's almost woody right there. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get 21 of these. Well, this is going to be another woody one here. I'll take these off. And I'll take that off, and then I'll cut that leaf down. Put that one in. Let's see if I got any more pieces in here that I can use. You know, I'm going to try, just for grins, because I don't think I'm going to have enough to fill up all of my things anyway. I'm going to take one of these leaves off. This one has no node on it, but I'm going to see if it will grow without a node on it. If I remember correctly, I did do some last year like that. That had no nodes on them. I got lots of basil for dinner tonight. Might get me some fresh tomatoes and tomatoes with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, fresh mozzarella cheese, and a little bit of olive oil and these basil leaves. Absolutely delicious. Okay, see if there's anything in here. Probably not. So I'm going to save those right there, and I'll see what I can get off of these plants here now. I'm sacrificing these plants because these things literally grow so fast. You'll be amazed at how quick you can have plants growing and producing basil again. So I'll take some of these leaves off. Probably all those big ones at the bottom. That ought to be good there. Pinch that seed head off the top. That'll be a good one. So far I got 1, 2, 3. I need 5 more. I think I'm going to be able to get 5 out of that. We'll do the same thing here. I'll take the seed head off. And I'll take one of those leaves. Put that one in there. And let's see. This one's going to be really delicate because this is brand new growth here. But I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens with it. It's really delicate. I don't know if that's going to make it or not, but we'll give it a shot. I want to put these into a 21 cell, I'm sorry, an 18 cell Rootmaker tray. Let's see, I only need 3 more. See if I can get 3 off this plant before I mess with that one. This plant wasn't real good. This one is just one that should have been basically sitting in my window in the kitchen all winter. So it hadn't really been taken that good care of. It didn't have really the greatest light and stuff, but it still stayed alive. That's all I was trying to do, just keep them alive. Take 2 of these. I'll try that one. That leaves me with 2 more to go. You know what? I'll see if I can get that piece right there. That's another real tender one, but we'll see what happens with it. And see what I can get off of that. That's got a node down there. Tell you what, I'm gonna go back with this one here. I'll pinch the seed head off. We'll try that one out there. Okay, so now I've got 21 of these cuttings taken, and they're all just sitting in these little tubes. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to put these inside under my grow lights, and then I will come back and do an update. I will do an update, film an update. After about a week, 10 days, something like that, they should start be getting roots by then. And once the roots are maybe close to an inch long or something like that, or at least really full, then I'll take them, replant them into soil. And then I'll show you the update once I get to that point. So you won't see any of this until then, but anyway, so we'll come back, take another look at them in about a week. Okay, it's been 18 days now since I planted these things in water, and I've got really good roots on them. You see right there, get some of these up close. That's really nice right there. So I'm ready to plant them in dirt. So I've got my Rootmaker trays. I got an 18 cell tray that I'm going to plant these things in there, approximately 4 inches. So I'm going to plant these things in that. So I'm going to reset up and we'll get them planted in dirt. My goal was to get 18 good ones. I'm not sure if I did or not. I'm going to be close to it, but I'll plant what I can. So I'm going to reset up and then we'll start planting these in dirt. I am ready to go here. I've got one of my plants here. So I'm just going to hold it down in here and drop soil around it to get the roots in there in as natural position as they can. And this my potting mix. It's peat moss and perlite and then some micronutrients. And I've got a link to that. I'll put it up at the top corner if you want to go look at that and see how I made my potting mix. It's very airy, which is good. You don't want your roots to dry out. So I'm going to boo a couple of these at regular speed, and then I'll go ahead and fast forward through some of them. But that's basically all I'm doing. That's pretty good roots on them. I'm gonna get these things done, and when I get them done, I'm gonna put them inside. I'm gonna leave them inside under my grow lights for a couple days to let them acclimate to the dirt and start getting some roots growing into the dirt before I move them back outside. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do one more. That's really nice roots on that. So you can see that, that's really nice roots on that one. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll go ahead and fast forward through the rest of them, and then we'll come back, take a look at what we got in the end. Okay, they're all planted, and I think I tried to show you the roots on these two here. These just had like pretty much one little single root coming off of them, so I don't know how well they'll do. There's one of them here that never rooted at all, and then I had pulled 2 of them out previously that rotted in there. So out of all of these that I did, I had 3 that didn't make at all, 2 that didn't make very well, and then I guess 16 of them that made really nice roots. So I'm gonna just kind of smash this dirt down lightly, just where they got good contact with those new roots in there. And then I'm gonna water these things in real good here outside, and then I will take them inside and I'm gonna put them under my grow lights. I'll probably leave them under the grow lights till I start seeing signs of new growth on them. And then I'll bring them outside, probably leave them where they just get some part sun to begin with, till they just kind of acclimate a little bit. And you know, I did some of these last year and they went crazy. So I'm guessing in probably another month or 2, these things will fill these pots out, and then I can transplant them into 1 gallon or put them in the ground or whatever we want to. So anyway, it's a pretty cool little project. It's easy to do, and the really good thing about it is it smells good when you're doing it. I love the smell of the basil. I never was a big herb guy till the last year or two, and I started doing. I've really gotten where I like them. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe. If you got anything else you'd like for me to do, you can leave me a comment down in the bottom. And I'm thinking about trying some rosemary. Rosemary works really good like this too, so I may take some rosemary clippings and do the same thing with some rosemary. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share my videos. Thank you.